For a very long time, players have been sitting around waiting for a couple of aircraft, and two of those was the F-102 and F-106, otherwise just, more common US interceptors. And Gaijin has finally delivered. The F-106A is now arriving to the game as in the Sky Guard event. So the F-106 that we are getting is the F-106A. That's the six shooter. It is the one that was modernized to carry the 20 millimeter gun pod. So the F-106 Supersonic Interceptor entered service with the U.S. Air Force in 1959. It did not take part in combat operations with Vietnam, however. In 1972, the fighter was modernized under the six-shooter program, which is the aircraft we are getting in the game, where it was equipped with an internal cannon, an optic sight, and a transparent canopy. Closer to the 80s, the Air Force switched to more modern fighters, causing it to be transferred to the National Guard. So the event is starting on August 13th, 11 GMT, and it's going on until August 27th, 11 GMT. And you basically earn your mission points just by playing the game. I am very surprised that we are just now finally getting the F-106A. I know it's been something that players have wanted for a very long time, and I think Gaijin is finally noticed that we need to see the aircraft. And I actually sadly think this will be the only one we'll actually see. It was the only one that really fully makes sense in my opinion because the F-106A six-shooter, as far as I'm aware, was the only aircraft out of the bunch of the F-102 and the F-106 to actually carry gun pod and be armed with a gun. It has the M61A1 Vulcan cannon. It'll have 650 rounds of ammunition. So I unfortunately believe this will be the only one we'll see. It will be arriving as a rank 6 event vehicle, so it won't have any sort of premium bonuses. It will be obviously the one we're getting is the 70s variant. It has a helmet-mounted targeting system, the built-in six-barrel 20 millimeter Vulcan cannon, and it can also carry four of the new AIM 4F or G Super Falcon air-to-air missiles and two external fuel tanks. I think the external fuel tanks will come in very handily. And if you guys are looking at the image I'm showing here, right here on the screen, you can see that they don't actually show pictures of it with the missile. That is because the F-106, like the F-102, has internal storage. It has a missile bay, a lot actually similar to what like the F-22 and F-35 have, and that wasn't actually designed to be stealthy. At least it was mostly designed to reduce drag, so it could actually fly at its top speed, which is just over Mach 2. So this will be one of the fastest aircraft we actually have in the game, designed to be obviously an interceptor intercepting Soviet aircraft, air Soviet bombers. The F-106, this like I said, is going to be probably the only one we'll see in the game, at least for a very long time, as it's the only one that can really be a air quote fighter. And I think players will need to understand that and not be necessarily completely shocked if this aircraft has mediocre flight performance. Now, some of the rewards that we'll have during the event will be the emblem of the 159th Fighter Squadron decal, the 112th Fighter Squadron, and the emblem of the California Air National Guard decal, which I gotta say is probably one of the most noticeable, at least for me, National Guard symbols. It is a very, very cool decal. We also will have the City of Jacksonville anniversary camouflage. That's another very neat camouflage. I think that's for 20 years of the F-106, but do correct me if I'm incorrect on that. Among the rewards in the event is also the chests that you always have. There's a chance of receiving one of the following items: random wages and orders, SL and RP boosters, up to 100,000 silver lions, universal backups, random camouflage for purchase vehicles of any type, and 1 day of premium account. Getting the rewards will only be 35,000 mission points, and that is very, very nice, at least for me, because I would have totally imagined a new jet event would have been in the 40,000. But 35,000, that's really good for me. You're really great. You guys are able to earn the rewards with any aircraft above rank 3. If you guys have a event vehicle that's rank 1 or 2, you can use that. But if it's a premium or a squadron vehicle or a battle pass or just a normal tech vehicle, has to be rank 3 and above. You get the stages start obviously the day the event starts, the 13th. They'll reset on the 15th, 17th, 19th, 21st, 23rd, and 25th. Rewards are given when you complete a specific number of the stages. These are just separate from the actual like chests that you'll get for getting each and every one. These are separate from those rewards. So you'll get the trophy with random reward for stage 1. That's what we were just talking about. For stage 2, one of the decal rewards. Stage 3, explosive watermelon silver chest, which means we're getting the gambling crates back. So everyone better save up SL now. One of the decal rewards for stage 4. Stage 5 is the emblem of the California Air National Guard. And then stages 6 and 7s, or stage 6 is the unique camouflage. And then stage 7 is the non-tradable coupon for the 6 shooter. So as far as, GEing the event, for GEing the stage, might also just be worth GEing. You'll only have to GE 7 of them at 500 GE each. It's actually not a bad price if you guys don't have time to grind for it. And then if you get, XYZ amount of mission points, you'll only need to pay XYZ amount of GE. I do think it's a bit of a scam because you're only literally one game off of getting those. At that point, you may as well just finish it. And then the upgrade coupon stuff is, again, pretty simple. Just getting enough mission points and getting them modified so you're able to get the upgrade for coupon item at the end, and then just modifying it. Personally, I would actually keep the plane. I do imagine it'll probably end up being around 35, 40 US dollars. Because, I mean, it's a fairly unique aircraft. I think players won't necessarily grind for it, but will buy it. So I do think it might run actually a little higher than what normal is. But I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are. So I do think, unfortunately, this will be the only F-106, F-102 we'll get in the game, at least for a long time. I think it's very cool we're finally seeing the aircraft. It's going to have a lot of really cool features that are more unique to War Thunder. I don't think we actually have anything that has internal air-to-air missiles, except maybe the F-111 with a 2 AIM-9Bs on the A version, but I'm not 100% on that. So it's going to be really neat. I think it's about time. This is an aircraft that's been wanted for as long as I've been playing War Thunder, so 4 or 5 years. People have been asking for the aircraft. The timing couldn't really be better. I am a bit shocked because GAIJIN did say that one of the events upcoming was going to be a helicopter for the U.S., which everyone had kind of figured the next event was going to be the AH-56 Cheyenne. But here we are. I'm not complaining. I am very happy to get the F-106 A6 shooter in the Skyguard event. I think it's very, very much worth grinding, even if it doesn't have the premium bonuses. It's a very unique aircraft. It'll be probably one of a kind for a very long time. It'll be very similar to the Starfighters F-104s. But honestly, I think way better. I think it'll have slightly better maneuverability. I believe it's actually also faster, and it will carry, obviously, the AIM-4 F and G, or I believe the F and G. F and G Super Falcon air-to-air missiles over the AIM-9B. I think it'll be similar BR-9397. Seems pretty reasonable, and it will not, at least as far as I know, it will not carry any form of countermeasures. It should have an air-to-air radar. That's really, I mean, that's about as straightforward as it gets. It'll be a very fun aircraft. I think players will have a lot of fun with it. I do think the event is worth doing. Also, let me know down below your thoughts in the comments. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord link down below in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.